has a shotgun. White male, 30s, long hair.
Mama don't like tattletales.
Wearing sunglasses.
Hello and welcome back to the 80s Toy Museum, taking a look at a new WWE Elite wrestling figure, but it's part of a subline that they're doing of movie figures. So a couple of months ago I saw a Rock figure, but it was from Hobbs and Shaw, Fast and the Furious, and I thought, that's a cool idea. Man, I hope they do Roddy Piper. And they did. Here he is, John Nada, from the classic John Carpenter movie, They Live. I love the box. Pictures of Nada. There he is at the construction site. And some photos of some of the other movie figures, Cena and The Rock. Oh, the possibilities. Suburban Commando, Hulk Hogan figure, possibly? I don't know. In the comments, name some of your favorite movies featuring wrestlers. And possibly we'll see them down the road. Blaine, Jesse Ventura as Blaine would be awesome. John Nada is no stranger to the channel. We took a look at this NECA 8-inch John Nada figure not too long ago. And I was so happy to have this because it was the first John Nada, Roddy Piper, They Live merchandise ever made. All these years, and they had never made a Nada figure. And now we've got this one, and there's also a Funko Pop, which I don't have and won't. But awesome for the Funko Pop collectors that they can get Piper as John Nada in that. And Mego is not really my thing. I mean, if it's something, a character that's near and dear to me, like Piper and Nada, then yeah, definitely I'll jump on that. But I'm more of this type of figure, type of collector. And so getting Roddy Piper as his character from They Live, but also as a wrestling figure. I just love these figures that are kind of crossover appeal, or they're unofficial dual citizen figures. Uh-oh, the glasses. So since this is officially a wrestling figure, there's no way he's coming with a gun, and I doubt any of the, I'd be very surprised, I should say, if any of the other movie wrestler figures ever come with a gun. But that doesn't mean that you can't add your own gun if you can find one somewhere. This is an Ash Army of Darkness shotgun, which is not exactly like the one Nada used in the movie, but can pop that in his gripping hand, and he does come with two sets of hands, a set of fists and a set of gripping hands. That looks a little small though, because he's a wrestling figure. I mean, Piper was a little bigger than most human beings, especially when he was in wrestling shape. He was a little beefier and more thick, which is evident just from the picture on the back. I mean, in the movie, when he doesn't have his shirt on, he looks like a Hulk compared to everybody else in the movie. So because he's a little bigger and beefier, even though he's pretty much to scale with these like NECA or McFarlane figures, movie figure scale, he's in perfect scale. Like I said, he's a dual citizen. He is a wrestling figure, but also one of these movie figures. Way more articulation than these guys, though. It's just so cool to see these Carpenter classic characters all together. The shotgun does look undersized, though, is the point I was getting at, because he is a little bigger and beefier. And if you're looking for the perfect accessories for him, I don't think you actually have to look any further if you were able to get your hands on him. Maybe if you've got him set aside and you don't really know what to do with him because you're not a Mego guy like myself. I actually think that even though this Mego figure is quite a bit taller than this wrestling figure, the accessories that come with the Mego figure would actually be perfect. So this ammo belt, which Nada slings over his shoulder in the movie. Oh, that's absolutely perfect. Wasn't sure if that would be just a little oversized since the Mego figure is so much bigger, but it's perfect. Now it is missing the holster with the handgun. That's fine though. And if you pop that hand off, pop in the other gripping hand. Now let's see this gun, because if you were to take this old, I think this is a NECA gun, it looks a little undersized. Even McCready's gun is pretty much the exact same size. And that looks a little undersized also. I'll just pop it in here so you can see for yourself. Yeah, that's quite a bit undersized, and these big, beefy hands. It's too small. So because he's just a little oversized, you need a gun that's just a little oversized. And here's the shotgun that actually came with the NECA Nada. It's a little bit longer. And let's see how that sizes up. That looks just about perfect. Does this slide? No, it doesn't. Get the other hand gripping the pump. It's like this figure has Mego scaled hands. So holding the shotgun looks perfect. That's the missing piece, and well, the biggest missing piece is he's got to put on the glasses. So an interesting thing happens if you haven't seen They Live. When you put on the glasses, these are specially designed to reveal the truth about the world around you. So without the glasses, we've got the adorable Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. But when you pop on the glasses, the truth is revealed.
You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957.
Or there's the handsome, suave, debonair Keldor. But once you put the glasses on,
This one, real ugly. Formaldehyde face, that's what we got.
That's enough out of you.
You know what you need? You need a Brazilian plastic surgeon.
hey, this is fun. Wonder what would happen if we put the glasses on and took a look at Optimus Prime.
You're okay.
Yep, what you see is what you get with Optimus Prime. And honestly, as much as I love this figure, the face doesn't look too good. It's got some kind of real scan technology. It says on the box. It says up here, True FX. I don't know if that means that they've used some kind of scan. I wonder if they scanned Roddy when he was older, because it kind of almost looks more like older Roddy in his 50s or 60s, than Roddy back in the 80s. And the eyes, they're doing something with the new wrestling figures. It's a different type of paint application for the eyes, and it's kind of creepy. It's not the traditional like white blob with the pupil painted on it. It's going, I guess, for a more realistic look, but on a more fun toy body, so it's a strange combination. And the shirt, this is really awesome. It's actually soft goods. So it is attached at the front with Velcro, much like Sarge's jacket. Very, very much like Ultimate Slaughter's jacket. I like that the flannel shirt has the rolled up sleeves, ready to do some work at the construction site. And he's wearing a white tank top. Kind of wondered why they didn't just make him topless, since he is a wrestling figure, and since he did have a scene where he's not wearing a shirt in the movie. I figured they would have just had him without a shirt so that you could use this not just as a They Live figure, but also as a Street Fighter Roddy Piper figure. I guess you could use this as well, but I'm thinking of like the Goldust street fight from that one WrestleMania. But yeah, he's wearing a white shirt. I guess it looks a little nicer, the white undershirt peeking through, but it's really not all that visible. So that's one thing I might have done differently if I was designing this figure. Just have him with no shirt underneath, because that's really all that's visible. and it would be for fans who want to use this as like a wrestling figure and smash around. It might just look better as a wrestling figure because wrestling figures usually don't have shirts. So on their own, none of these three figures are really anything to write home about, but I think this is a perfect example of the sum being greater than their parts, which is actually the whole concept behind the 80s Toy Museum. It's that if you get a whole bunch of stuff together, it all makes everything look so much better. And I think it's just awesome having three figures now from three of my favorite John Carpenter movies. Yeah, Jack Burton is missing. Hopefully we'll be seeing him soon. He's another Carpenter classic character that hasn't really gotten very many figures made of him over the years. But this Roddy Piper figure from the new Mattel line of Hollywood figures is all out of bubblegum, in case you have an alien infestation problem. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks to the Patreon tribe for supporting the channel. Thank you also to the channel panel for your support as well, hitting the join button. Feel free to leave a comment below and to join the tribe, chew some bubblegum, and hit subscribe.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.